What's up, co-reporters? Welcome back to my channel. Colleen Ballinger is in for a lot of hurt right now because it seems like the backlash against her is only growing and picking up in momentum. Just as a quick refresher, it's been almost 2 weeks since Adam McIntyre, a former Miranda Sings superfan, spoke out against inappropriate interactions that Colleen was having with him as a minor, and it has since triggered a lot of other alleged victims coming forward with their own stories and their own videos as well of inappropriate interactions that they were having with Colleen Ballinger when they were children. Okay. And so far, it seemed like this has been a story that has been covered on YouTube by independent creators, but now it is starting to go mainstream. I saw that last night. Yahoo started writing about it, and today we've got none other than TMZ, a major celebrity news outlet, speaking out as well. So they're reporting that Miranda Sings, the character that Colleen Ballinger plays, is losing sponsors for her podcast amidst the fan backlash. So the thing that really got these sponsors to pull out on the podcast is the video that we spoke about in yesterday's recap that I did. So a teenage girl was featured on stage at one of Miranda Sings's like tour stops, and she was told by Colleen to get on her back, and Colleen/Miranda Sings spread her legs very open. She was wearing like a dress. She luckily had spandex shorts underneath, but it was supposed to be some sort of a yoga situation, and then they played like a farting noise, and the girl talked about how she's still to this day traumatized by that experience and how creepy older men who were at that show started looking at her with just very like just disgusting looks and whatnot, lustful looks. And so yeah, that is what triggered for at least two sponsors to drop out of her podcast. So let's get into the story as covered by TMZ.com. So they're saying, and I quote, YouTube star Colleen Ballinger, best known for her internet character Miranda Sings, is not just catching flack over a resurfaced clip from one of her shows, she's also losing deals. TMZ has learned that at least two companies who pay for ads on Colleen's podcast have pulled their sponsorships, and it may just be the tip of the iceberg. So this is a video that I told you guys I did not want to show. Unfortunately, they're pasting it on TMZ, but I do not want to cover it. I don't want to republish it here on the video because, like the girl said, she felt traumatized seeing it circulate and have millions upon millions of views, like her, teenage body like that. Like it's not okay in my opinion. So I'm just going to cover it 1 second as I scroll past and read the rest of the story with you guys. Here we go. I think we are back in action here. So TMZ continues on to say, she is under fire for that clip. She called a young fan up to do an embarrassing fart stunt, and then they describe what went down, and how the woman, she's now a woman, she was then a girl, is speaking out about it, and she's criticizing Colleen for embarrassing and traumatizing her with the stunt. And so the sponsors who have so far pulled out of the podcast are skincare company One Skin, who confirmed directly to TMZ that they severed ties with Colleen, saying, and I quote, "We were made aware of this previously and have decided to cease the relationship completely. This behavior is appalling and we do not condone or support it in any form." The other sponsor that has since pulled out is a telemedicine company by the name of ZocDoc, and they said that they will no longer run ads on her podcast as well. I feel like, I'm not yet aware, but I know that this has happened. For example, I used to cover a lot of teen mom news. And so when Janelle Evans was doing a lot of her horrible activity and her husband shot the dog and everything, people in the teen mom subreddit, they gathered a list of like sponsors for the Teen Mom 2 show and contacted every single one of them, demanding that they pull ads immediately, right? Or else they would boycott the product. And it led to them, causing a lot of waves at MTV with like losing all of the sponsorships. And so they ultimately wound up firing her and her husband after that. So I wonder if that's what's going on here. Are people who are speaking out against Colleen, are they organizing a list of all of her sponsors and contacting them one by one to make sure that they pull support from her, not only the podcast, but also from the show as well? The live show as well. I'm really, really curious because, mind you, Colleen is touring right now, right? Like, she is performing for children across various cities in various countries. So that is something that is quite concerning. And I'm interested to watch this kind of movement continue to gain steam and see how it pans out. Just as a reminder, Adam McIntyre initially came out against Colleen 3 years ago. He unfortunately was lambasted and victim shamed and whatnot. But now he is speaking out for a second time after another online creator brought his name back up in the mix. And so this time there are many other people who, I guess it's with age now, like age and wisdom, have decided to speak out and share their own stories as well, now that they understand that what happened to them was 1000% inappropriate, wrong, and not their fault. You know, there might have been shame attached to it earlier, but now I think that they understand that no one reasonable is blaming them for what they went through, right? They were just children at the time. Again, congratulations to Adam for speaking out. Thank you guys as well for all the support on my videos about this topic. It's the first time I really get into it. I don't typically love covering YouTube drama. But you guys have been very encouraging, and hopefully the videos like this help to continue to spread awareness so that something can be done at the end of the day. I am trying my best to cover it in a very sensitive way that doesn't re-traumatize anyone as well, again. So bear with me there as well. Of course, there's some photos and videos that I don't want to reproduce on my channel for that reason. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Take care.